This is a different kind of video, and I think you might like this. So recently I got the Google Pixel 5, here is it right here, and I felt like maybe I should share my experience about it. And the reason is that I had the Google Pixel 3, which I've been using for maybe around a year now. And this one, maybe I've been using for 2 days, about 2 days. And I just want to share my experience with using both. Consider that I've only used this for 2 days, but this is already what I can figure out from using both. So first thing is, why do I need a Google Pixel 5 when I already had Google Pixel 3? Well, the thing is, I was given this away for someone who needed it. So I figured out I need a new phone. Well, because I like Google Pixel, I decided to get the Google Pixel 5 because, it just came out. And that's basically the reason why I'm changing phone. But having said that, I realized they're not so much of a win. Like you can see in the title of this video, it's somewhat like a sweet sour experience because Google tried with this generation of Pixel to reduce the price. Here in Japan, this is about 75,000 yen. And when I got this about a year ago, given that it was almost a year after it was released, so I got it for maybe 65,000 yen. So roughly the same price when they came out. I think what Google tried to achieve with this particular version of their Pixel phone was to target more of the mid-range section. According to them, this is the highest level of the Pixel that they are releasing for this year. And at the time also, this was the highest level, only that this was the smaller version. I like the smaller version because the larger version, which is the 3XL, had this giant notch that was really, really ugly at the time. So I decided to go with this. Anyway, I think it's a good upgrade, but at the same time, there are many compromises that Google had to make in order to get this phone down to 74,000 yen, which is I think $699 in the US maybe. So I'm gonna go over that right now. Oh, that's cool. I'll just start with the good things first. Yeah, as you can see, this is about 6.0 inches. And at the time, this was 5.8 inches. What you realize is that they actually have the same size on all the sides. But Google was able to fit a bigger screen on this one compared to the Google Pixel 3. You can see the bezels on the top and on the bottom. And they kind of slimmed down the bezel here. So this is one thing that you get from the new Google Pixel. Number two is you get an additional camera on the back. So you can see here the Google Pixel 3 had only one camera. And here you have two cameras. Actually in Google Pixel 4 they introduced a new camera. But the camera in Google Pixel 4 was the main camera and the telephoto camera. Here they have the main camera and the wide angle camera. Number three thing you get is a better video recording experience. I hear a lot of reviewers say that the Google video recording experience is trash, that the video is not good. For me, if you've been watching my videos, actually I've been using my phone here to record all my videos, so you can judge from that if it's good or not. But I think it works for me. I don't see much of an issue with the recording video on Google Pixel 3. However, on Google Pixel 5, you have more image stabilization in the video, and this is one thing, of course, that will be very useful for people who want to use their cameras for vlogging or for recording videos, which is a welcome upgrade. So this is one thing you also get from that. Then number four thing you get is a smoother display. So here you have 60 Hz display, and here you can have up to 90 Hz display. So personally, I do not see the big difference. You wouldn't even notice. For an average consumer, you would not notice so much smoothness of the display, but of course that is one of the things that people look into. And for the base model, one other thing that it added is that when I got this was 64 gig. and it's not expandable storage. So I was stuck with using a 64 gigabyte internal storage. Of course, it was good because Google gave you like unlimited video and images upload to your Google Photos. So it didn't bother me as much because most of the large files that I have is the videos that I record, and I can easily upload them to Google Photos without extra charge. But there's a caveat there, which I'm going to mention in the second part of this video. And now to the things that you lose. You can see here you have a true stereo speakers. The Google Pixel 3 is probably the last of the true stereo speakerphones that you might have. In the Google Pixel 5, there are no stereo speakers. Of course, they tell you there is a stereo speaker. There's a speaker here at the bottom, but on the top here, there is no visible speaker slot. The sound that you get here is more of like a vibration of the body of the phone itself. So it's not a true stereo experience. When you play the audio, you would realize that you hear more of the audio from the bottom speaker than the top speaker. So, which is not a very good experience really. So that is one thing that you lose. Personally, I think I like the stereo experience on the Google Pixel 3. However, I think the speaker on the Google Pixel 5 has a more clarity to it. Maybe it's just me, but I would still prefer the stereo experience on Google Pixel 3. Number 2 is you lose one front-facing camera. So if you look at the Google Pixel 3 here, there are 2 front-facing cameras. In my opinion, I think Google wanted to do something with these 2 front-facing cameras, maybe the face unlock or something like that. But I mean, it's just a waste actually in the Google Pixel 3, and they probably realized they decided to remove it. It didn't really add much to it. The only thing is that you have the main selfie camera and the wide angle selfie camera, which I don't use most of the time. So maybe it's a good thing that they removed it. So that's one thing you lose. And there is this feature in the Google Pixel 3 that I can squeeze for assistant. So if I squeeze, yeah, I get the assistant come up, which is a good way to summon the assistant. In Pixel 5, nothing like that. So you lose that squeeze feature, which is not so missed, but it's a nice to have feature, I think. In the Google Pixel 5, I've mentioned it before, you lose the Google Photos unlimited maximum storage. Good or bad, I'm not really sure yet because I've never run out of storage before on this phone. So maybe I will start having problem with the storage as long as I record more videos and take more pictures with this phone. So this is probably a potential problem that I don't know the solution yet. And this is one of the reasons I actually like the Google Pixel, because of unlimited storage. Well, to their defense, I still have unlimited storage, but the resolution will be reduced when I upload to my Google Photos. So I think that's it for my impression of the 2 phones. It's a good upgrade. Maybe the things that you would lose are not of a big issue. Personally, I think it's a worthy upgrade, of course, coming from Google Pixel 3. But maybe if you have Google Pixel 4, it's not so much of an upgrade. So that's it. Let me know if you like this kind of video, if you would like to see something like this. If you like this kind of video, click the like button and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. It helps me to get my content out there, and share it with other people that you know that might like this kind of video. Till the next time, see you. Peace. Yeah, so I have the new phone setup here, and as you can see in the normal Google style, it's easy to just transfer the data from here to here. I just want to show you something that is kind of interesting to me, I guess. I realized that the Google Pixel 5 is actually charging the Google Pixel 3 here, so I feel that is kind of funny. And one thing that I realized also, that you don't get the earphone. Like when I bought my Google Pixel 3, this came in the box, but in the Google Pixel 5, the earphone is not present, so that would be something to think about. I just realized that now.